With further changes, let's take a look at it. This is one thing I know for sure that they did. Really big change to the last fight in Court of Stars. So let's read that as well. Let's take a look at the other stuff. As your vaults, Telosh Greywing fixed an issue where using an immunity on Icy Devastator would cause the next frost bombs to happen sooner. So that's pretty much never seen that. I don't think anybody's ever used an immunity on that, but yeah, you could actually do that. It's funny, it just was a spell queuing issue, so probably nobody's ever going to interact with that. We have Brackentide Hollow, which don't know why that's on the list, but fixed an issue where Gnash Tooth would cast something that nobody ever does because it's a normal dungeon. Core to Stars, here's the big one. Advisor Melandris. If you guys didn't see this happened on stream. Actually, it was like during the stream this happened. It is a joke now. Go check out the spreadsheet and watch the 20 run of this we did today. It is so freaking easy. It's unbelievable. There's actually a whole Wowhead post on kind of the back end of it, but let's read what Blizzard has to say. Fix an issue that caused the images of Melandris to inflict more damage than intended with Slicing Maelstrom. The damage of Slicing Maelstrom is now normalized across all enemies in the encounter and has thus been adjusted to compensate. Increase the unavoidable damage effect of Slicing Maelstrom by 20% and reduce the additional damage of Slicing Maelstrom to players within 7 yards by 30%. I don't know what any of that means. All I can tell you right now is that that is massively easier. And like I was saying before, it does not even remotely challenge your health pool now. I'm really shocked because this fight has been like this. This was like this in Legion, and was certainly like that in Legion Time Walking when I did that as well. So it's kind of strange that it took them this long to look at that, but I guess it's always been bugged to some degree. Perhaps the bug was explained on that Wowhead article. I didn't read it, but all I know is this is not, it looks like a buff. When you read it, increase the unavoidable damage effect. Sounds like a buff, right? No, it is absolutely a massive nerf, and I think you'll be surprised if you've healed that fight 2 weeks ago compared to this week, especially with Grievous 2 weeks ago. Obviously, it was going to be harder. So, okay, Balakar Khan, not good offensive fix, an issue causing Iron Stampede to hit players behind or besides Balakar Khan. I think I've seen this happen a few times as well. But again, this is mostly probably not going to impact anyone. Here's a big one, though. It's probably going to impact a lot of people. Meladrusa Chillwarn, Ruby Life Pools. Hunter's Wailing Arrow should no longer interrupt Meladrusa's Chill-Worn Frost Overload through her Absorb Shield. So, frankly, is probably a bug. I mean, I don't think that was ever intended because you can't actually interrupt it in any other way that I could tell. But this hurts. You know what? I mean, it's basically a buff to Ruby Life Pools. I don't know, man. Going the wrong direction in this dungeon. All the others I'm satisfied with. I can't believe they actually nerfed Court, to be honest. But that fight does sound like it was bugged. And I can't believe there's still been no Shadow Moon Burial Grounds. This is really shocking. Don't you guys think it's a little shocking? 0 changes to Shadow Moon Burial Grounds? I guess it's just gonna stay that way. No changes to any timer related stuff yet either. Vault of the Incarnates, that's the raid, so I don't care about that. But Mythic Plus Affixes, Thundering, updated the visual indicators used for the Thundering effects. Thundering should no longer interrupt eating and drinking. Okay. Well, I have not seen this yet. I just did a key right after raid tonight, and I did not notice anything different. But I guess we'll take a look at it tomorrow. If you guys have seen it, tell me what to look for. And then Halls of Valor. Players teleporting to the Fields of Eternal Hunt are no longer affected by quaking. That's pretty good change, but a little bit too late for that one. Players pulled by Radiant Tempest are no longer affected by quaking. So good changes there because the obviously, you can actually straight up die to that. I don't know why it took them 2 weeks to fix that, but I guess partially because they're on break. I would actually not be surprised if this was not the last thing for Mythic Plus changes this week as well. I certainly would expect more coming Monday for the following reset. But at this point, it's starting to make you wonder, what's actually going to change? Because they're pretty creative. The changes from last night were quite creative, and a lot of these are simply bug fixes. But this is a big change, really big change, and I'm really shocked that I guess they fixed a bug and that's their job. But yeah, that was like the only hard part of the whole dungeon. So okay, let me know what you guys think. What you want to see. Obviously, I just made a video on this last night, so you guys probably a lot of you guys left those comments there, but. I'm still just going to tell you straight up, I'm pretty disappointed with Ruby Life Pools. We'll see what it looks like. I think bosses still have a lot more health than they probably should. I don't think that's going to change at this point. I was thinking, week 1 they would recognize that, but I guess I'm just wrong. It's very possible, but I think there's still a lot of keys that need some looks at their timer in both directions. Certainly, Shadow Moon Burial Grounds is one of them. So let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the live stream.